Yes, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. God bless you all. I'm going to preach a little bit today, so I hope you don't mind. I love the Lord. Preach, preach, preach. I always get convicted about I should be preaching more instead of just watching, and the Lord gives me stuff all the time. So here we go.
Serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? 1 million asteroids are headed toward the Earth. Don't be shocked by it. Don't be shocked by it. Don't even be confused or shocked by it, because Mike from around the world has been telling us this for months. Now, China scientists are
So China's coming out and saying this now. Right here, China. This was just today, okay? Talks about it down here after he sells his snake oil.
But they certainly want us to know what's going on. Matter of fact, they're telling us that these 1 million asteroids could create a...
So he said it here. Now, my brother right here, I didn't give out his information, his channel. I didn't know that much about him when I first put out this video. He put out this October 1, Earth Changes. I didn't really know about it. And then people, my beautiful sister, she made a comment on here, which she told me, yes, he's a good Christian. Catherine right there. Love you, sister. I didn't know when I saw his video first. It was just given to me. And he's been saying the same thing. So you got 3 people now. You got Mike from around the world saying the same thing that this guy does. He has inside contacts. And you have China. So you have 3 people.
Go to Deep Truth, Deep Impact as well, so you can understand about the Trojans that are coming and the rocks that are coming. And
so that's why I didn't give out his video before. He's having a video this week. He says it's here too. Just like I showed you right here. Just like I showed you right here. Now I'll show you something else interesting that I saw. And you can look at this video right here.
Blackout is due to the sun.
Blackout.
As you see in this LASCO frame, this is Mars approaching the blackout of the sun, if you will, or the communications blackout of the sun. This is a 3-day SOHO show, and it shows Mars approaching the sun for its close encounter. Astronomers call it a solar conjunction from October 2nd through October 14th. Mars will be within 2 degrees of the sun. Thus, NASA has placed a moratorium on all communications. No one attempts to send new instructions to Mars during solar conjunction. It's impossible to predict what information might be lost due to the interference from the solar radio bursts or distortion.
So he's calling it a solar blackout. I've never heard this before. Never. Okay? NASA's having a blackout for 2 weeks. He said the dates. To the 14th, right here. 2 weeks. This was here. 2 weeks. Right in our wheelhouse. Feast of Trumpets. Right here. 2 weeks blackout. What he's talking about is right here. See Mars? So you got Mars here. You're going to have, on the 8th, you're going to have Mercury right here. And you're going to have Earth right here and the moon. There's going to be a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes going off at this time. Right there. The 8th. Right at the Feast of Trumpets. Right there. High watch. Right there, the 6th. If the new moon could be the 7th, we will watch and see. But this is still during this blackout period. Go back one. Other way. There's the 7th right there. We'll have a lot of volcanoes going off, even more than we got now. They're all over the place. And as of my last video, people have telling me that they've seen meteors all over the place. That's from people. So this is High Watch, Feast of Trumpets, right here. 2 weeks blackout, which I think is very, very interesting. The article is on the space weather right here. Right here, they're showing on here all the fireballs. Right here, this is, you can go to this right here. Spaceweather.com. You can check it out. Shows all the meteors right here coming in. Here it is, and this is the Draconid meteor shower. The Draconid meteor shower, which peaks right here for 2 weeks. Same time frame. Same time frame. They're talking to the 14th, and meteors have been increasing. Now, this is in Luke, as you can see right here. Says right there, men's hearts will fail them for fear, looking after those things that were coming on the earth. The heavens and earth will be shaking. Shall the Son of Man come in the clouds with great glory. So this is exactly around the Feast of Trumpets, the Draconid meteor shower, right here. So, I wanted to say something. As I say all the time, why is this important? Jesus' closet's in the Bible 3 times. It says, gather the people. Right here, assemble the elders. Gather the children. And right there, it says, the bride come out of her closet. It says right here in Matthew, when you pray, go in your closet. This is a personal relationship. I've said this before. The Father picks the bride, okay? The Father picks the bride, okay? Jesus even said this. For who is it spoken in darkness in the light? Ye shall be spoken in the ear in the closet to the Father, okay? Well, Jesus said right here in John chapter 4, he told you, but an hour is, and the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. The Father seeketh such to worship him. He wants you to worship him in your prayer closet, in secret, right here. Seeketh such to worship him, right here. He tells the Samaritan lady at the well the difference between in the church and the true worshipers. The only place in the Bible it talks about it. The Father, see, it says the Father. Why is this important? Because as it says right here in Luke, it says when he comes out of his chamber for his bride in her closet, personal relationship, okay, pray to the Father which is in secret. This is the Lord's Prayer. I always pray, thank you for your Son. Send your Son soon. That's what I always pray. I love the Father. I love the Son. Says in John right here. This is why it's so important. No man come to me. No man comes to Jesus except the Father which has sent me. Draw him. Who? Draw him. Draw the Father. And I will raise him up on the last day. This is in John 6. You can read this for yourself. So when Jesus told you in John 6:44, no man come to me except the Father which has sent me, draw him, and I will raise him up on the last day. Right here. The Father. Because the Father picks the bride, as it says here. Right here. That's why Jesus sent you to the Father. No one comes to the Father except through him. Well, Jesus told you how to go to the Father. That's right here. Go in your closet. Same thing, it confirms it in John chapter 4. The Samaritan lady said, right here, our fathers worshipped on the mountain, and you say in Jerusalem is a place you ought to worship. Jesus said to her, no, woman, you're wrong. Woman, believe me, an hour cometh and is not, neither in the mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. Right there. He tells her, no, not church. The Father seeketh such to worship him in secret. The worship ye know not what. We, he was talking about himself, know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But an hour cometh and is now when the worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. The Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit. They worship him. They must worship him in spirit and in truth. The same thing Jesus told you in John chapter 6 about worship. The Father rewards you openly. The Father which seeth you in secret shall reward you openly. The Father is a spirit. You must worship him in spirit and in truth. That's why it's... Anyway, I preached enough. But yes, go in your closet. Ask the Father to forgive you or whatever, to clean you, make yourself clean. You know, like I said, it's I have been rewarded greatly for going in my prayer closet. I do this daily. This is a personal relationship. This is the Father picking the bride for the Son, as it says right here. Jesus comes out of his chamber and the bride out of her closet. This is not the church. Closet is not where you go to worship at church. Jesus tells you the difference in Matthew chapter 6. If you read Matthew chapter 6, he tells the difference between the church. You do get your reward, but the Father which seeth you rewards you openly. Jesus also said this in John chapter 4. No man come to me, except the Father which has sent me, draw him, and I will raise you up on the last day. Jesus also said, all that the Father give him, he will lose none. All that the Father gives him, he will lose none. The Father gives the Son, right here. And that's who Jesus is coming for, right here. God bless you all. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, we're waiting. And like I said, I am every day watching and waiting for the Lord Savior to return. God bless you all.